Okay, this is hive number 4. This is the swarm that I caught. That was queenless. I introduced a queen 2 weeks ago. I don't think they accepted her. I think they killed her. They had a laying worker. So all the brood in here is drone brood, and it wasn't looking particularly good. It's not looking particularly good for them. Pretty hopeless at the moment. I'm not expecting any change in here, but I just want to take a look. I'm not sure because they got a good population, and I still see lots of worker bees. I almost feel like I should shake them out and let them go to one of the other colonies, because I think that they would migrate to different colonies rather than... There's a lot of bees in here still, so get the bees off the Swiffer pad. Yeah, there's still a lot of bees in here, but if they're queenless, which they are, unless of course they accepted that queen and I just haven't seen her, then I don't know. Take the shim off, the spacer. So, like I said last week, they were very calm for a queenless colony. What my question was to the viewers, other beekeepers, is the behavior of a queenless colony that has a laying worker the same as a colony that has a queen that's laying? Because these bees are very, very calm. And normally I associate a calm colony with a queen rate colony. So as you can see, this frame has got nothing, lots of empty space, a little bit of honey. Some bees are on the honey. This side there is a beetle, which I will get as soon as it's at the edge. There it is. Rather get it at the edge and not destroy the comb. But there's no eggs on that frame at all. I'm going to put that one to the back of the hive, out of the way. Taking up the second frame. We're still looking at just drone brood, popcorn drone brood. Nothing would please me more than to see a queen or to see some worker brood. But this doesn't look great. Lots of white wax cappings or whatever it is down at the bottom. I'm not quite sure what that is. Could be some hygienic behavior from some of the brood, because there's a good chance that you would get varroa mites in all of those drones. Very spotty, terrible pattern, lots of eggs, but likely from a laying worker. Same on this side, lots of eggs, drone brood. This is what you don't want to see. So yeah, this is my 7th colony. I guess I have 6 colonies that I'm confident are good, and this colony I'm confident is not good. Look at that, drone brood, spotty, terrible pattern. Not typical of a queen, definitely not typical of a queen. All drone brood, very spotty. Not a good pattern. Not a good sign of a healthy colony. So if I dump these bees on the ground, they're going to want to come back here. But if this hive isn't here, then where are they going to go? Yeah, just a terrible pattern. And a terrible pattern on there too. No worker brood. What a shame, what a pity. Well, we're going to go through them one by one. I don't think there's a queen in here. I'd be very surprised if I start seeing some worker brood. That would be fantastic, but I don't think that's going to happen. Look at that. Drone brood. And more drone brood. Yeah. My concern would be if I was to introduce these bees somehow to another colony, that they would potentially kill their queen, which would really upset me. It's a shame because there's no food in here, there's no pollen, there's no pollen, and there's no honey, hardly any honey. So these girls are struggling, which is unfortunate. And I don't see, I don't know, you could feed them, but what's the point in feeding a colony that's going to fail anyway? All drone brood. No, it's all drone brood. Yeah, nothing now. Empty frame. If I dump these bees out now, it's going to be chaos for a while. But I don't see the point in keeping this colony the way it is. Not at all. There's no point. So I think that's the plan, guys. I think I'm going to dump these bees out and they can migrate. All right, so I've got a tote here. It's an empty tote and it will hold 8 frames. So that will get the majority of the frames. So I'll have to get the bees off of the frames and into the tote. My plan is to dump the bees. I have a blower, a little electric blower. A battery operated blower. So I'm going to shake the bees off over there. Now what I'm going to do too is all those bees are going to go back to this hive. Well, there's no point in them coming to this hive. So I'm actually going to move that hive body over to the grass and remove the bees over there and bring them over here, blow them over here. They'll come back here, but there's no hive here. There's going to be no hive here. So they're going to have to figure it out for themselves where they want to go. But this hive is done. There's no weight to it. There's no resources and no brood. So first of all, I'm just going to see if I can shake them off rather than getting the blower. So as you can see, not too many bees. They're all off of this frame. I'll put this in the tote. This will also disrupt the laying of the worker, because they're all flying around where their hive body was, but there's no hive there anymore. So it's going to take them a while to figure out what the heck they're going to do. Hopefully they don't decide to go in a tree. And that's where I found them, was in a tree. They're all flying around that one spot where they were. Maybe there's some bees in here that didn't leave here, and they'll have to, I don't know. For me, this is an experiment. I've not done this before, and if it's a bad idea, then I'm sorry, but let me know what you think. But right now, the majority are worker bees, and I don't want these drone bees. They're coming off the frame very easily, which is good. A lot of them are on the floor. They're going to figure out where they're going to go. But as you can see, they're all flying around where their hive was. Very disruptive for them. I just don't know how long it takes them to figure stuff out and settle down somewhere. That's we're going to figure that out. We're going to find that out, I guess. So actually I'm going to take the top board away as well. The top cover, the inner cover, they might decide that they like the smell of that. Yeah. No bees on this frame now, that's good. I just hope they migrate into the other hives. Have any of you guys done this before? I'm sure I've seen it elsewhere. Three more frames and then the box. They're coming off the frames a lot easier, I find, than normal. Normally they cling on pretty good. Two more frames. And now I'll find the queen. Watch that. No, there's no queen. Oh, this is new to me, I tell you, boys and girls. Boys and girls. I feel bad, but what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? That's what I ask you. Not a lot. There's not a lot you can do. Alright, so this is the box. Oh, that's stuck on there really good. Where's the hive tool? They're resting on the bricks over here, where the entrance used to be. And the bottom board. There's that white wax I was telling you about. And they've propolized those branches. See all the propolis they've got down there. The little twigs that were in there. Right, I'll dump these on the ground. And I'll dump these on the ground. They're in front of a couple of the other hives there. And that is that. Yeah, it's chaos there now. So I'm gonna have to move these bricks because I don't want them even having anything to land on in their location. I want them to decide they have to, because they're gonna just go inside here. I was on my foot. Okay. And one more block to move. So I've created complete havoc there now. Look at that. Oh, they're on the branch. They're on the plants. Yeah. Maybe it won't go so well. Maybe this was the wrong choice. Having said that, there's a lot now on the front of this hive, right next door. What if I put that hive where the old hive was? That's a really good idea. Let's do that. So I'm going to bring this hive just over a little bit. So now they both have a place to go. Now if you look at that, they're going to that hive. So that might be good. I think that's probably good. Ooh. Yes, I think that's a great idea. I might have to give them another box on top, which I can do. But I think that's going to work. As long as they're allowed to go inside. It's a bit chaos. It's a bit of a chaos situation, chaotic situation. So I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk away and let them figure stuff out. And I'll come back a little bit later and see what happens. I'm just wondering if maybe I should just give them another box on top, just to give them some space. Let's have a little look inside. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to give them a box on top with some frames. So where's my smoker? The smoker's up here. Smoke them off of this plant. We don't want them in the plants, we want them in the hive. As long as they play nice, it should be okay. Yeah, they're going to need another box. So let me get that sorted. I'll bring it right back. Okay, so as you can see, looks like they're choosing this hive because it was very close to their original location. So again, this is new to me, so we're going to see how this works out. But they're already pretty full, and they do have resources. So this hive could work out very well for them. What I'm going to do is I've got some frames here with all kinds of resources. It's frames that well, that's got nothing on it, but hey, this one is a wet frame that I would have taken honey from. I just extracted some of last year's honey. This is another very wet frame with honey on it. They're going to love me for that. And that will take the bees' concentration away from all these invaders, maybe. So I got to get these in here and get them closed up, because with all this crazy action, I don't want to really start a robbing frenzy. And there's a lot of wet honey on these frames. I'm missing one frame. I'm going to grab one frame out of the original. Yeah, this one will do. Well, there was one with just honey on it, wasn't there? This one. Yeah, so this one's got some lovely comb and a little bit of honey. I'm actually missing another frame. Let's get another frame. This one's got nice wax, a little bit of drone brood. I'm not really too worried about it. I don't know, let me see. Fine. Honey, that's a better frame. Yep, this frame has honey on both sides a little bit. Oh, come on. Okay. Wow. Inner cover. Inner cover, put the inner cover on. Close these girls up. These are wobbly. Why are they so wobbly? Okay. Cover goes on. And there we go. So it looks like these girls are going to join that colony. Hopefully it's peaceful. Hopefully there's no fighting. But I think that was the way to go. That's just my opinion. Give me your opinion. Please, give me your opinion. And that was hive number 4, now into hive number 5. So hive number 5 becomes hive number 4, and so on and so forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to come back probably in an hour or two and see how these girls are getting along. See if they've gone into the hive or not. So that's it for now. Looks like we're doing okay. So some time has passed by. It's been a good hour. And if you look, there's still a few bees on the ground, but the majority of them have gone into the hive. Doesn't appear to be any fighting, but looks like that's been successful. So I'm pretty happy about that. So well, there we have it. Thanks for watching. Take care now.